We are live. I'm very excited to be live with you guys tonight. I don't have a whole lot of time, but we're going to do some mixing, some vocals. I'm going to make sure everything is good on the stream. Did a stream yesterday where I cooked up a beat in 25 minutes, and I just want to make sure that there's no dropouts. There were some weird dropouts of frames yesterday, like every couple of seconds there's a dropout of frames. So anyway, I'm just gonna check quality check real quick. It looks like everything is good on the stream. Let a couple of you guys flood in. If you're just tuning in, I want to hear where you're watching this from. We're gonna mix some rap vocals tonight. Nothing crazy, and I'm excited, man, because salute to all the Patreons. They've been really supporting us, getting behind what we're doing, and so we've been making upgrades. And I'm just doing something like, man, if I had the equipment that I wanted to have, what would I be doing with that? And I'm going to be trying to be doing more of that, which means for you guys, more live streams, more stuff like this to hopefully get better content to you guys and just make fly stuff, man. I don't know about you guys, but I enjoy making fly stuff. So if you're just tuning in, I want to hear from you. I want to know where you're watching this from. Watching from Michigan, Jeff Austin, what's up, man? Fonda, what up, bro? Yeah, in the stream. Yeah, this is a good stream for you, bro, because we're gonna be talking about mixing some vocals. I got some vocals from an artist named Caleb Tucker over a beat I produced. It's Caleb Tucker and Trey Perry out of Houston, Texas. Caleb Tucker is someone from, I think he's from Orange County or LA. And so I'm gonna be hopping in and mixing these vocals real quick. Like, I got about 25 minutes, and yeah, man, it's gonna be dope. So I'm gonna drop that intro on y'all real quick. Let's get it. Yo, thank you guys for hopping in the stream with me. My name is Ruslan. Most of you guys know me. If you're watching a live stream, I feel like you're like a real deal, Holyfield fan. I'm a hip-hop artist, spoken word artist, creative entrepreneur. I run a boutique label called King's Dream Entertainment, which exists to encourage, empower, inspire you guys. And I'm going to be mixing some vocals for you guys in Reason 10. I'm a huge proponent of Reason 10 by Propellerhead, mainly because I started on analog gear. I started on like the MPC 1000 by Akai. I had a Korg Triton when I first started. If my man Fonda's in the live stream, he knows what I'm talking about. And I want to hear from you guys. What did you start first producing on? So I started producing on hardware. So when I transitioned to Reason, it just made more sense to my brain. I can't even explain it, but everything just clicked more. And so yeah, that's the kind of stuff that I've been producing on. I got a couple different angles for you guys. I just like this angle, like low key. I don't know if it's in frame or not, or in focus, excuse me, but I think this is a dope angle. I got the live chat open right here so I can see all you guys. I got my Gayaki Yerba Mate. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back to channel 1. I'm going to go here so you guys can see the live chat. Shout out to all you guys watching this. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna open up my little clock here. 25 minutes. That's what I got. We making it count. 25 minutes because this is something I want to highlight to you guys. Patreon. I know we talk about it a lot. I don't talk about it a lot just for the sake of talking about it a lot. It's really fly. It's our way to get our most core supporters in on what we're doing, give them more access while at the same time giving them value for a monthly subscription. That's what Patreon is. So as low as $5 a month, you get access. And one of the things why I got to wrap this live stream up short is because at 5:30, I'm going to go do my face-to-face Zoom call with all the Patreons who we have. There's about 72 Patreons. Everybody who's a Patreon gets access to this like Zoom call where we talk about everything from mixing vocals to marketing to God and faith and all kinds of stuff. So that's happening at 5:30. So I have like 25 minutes to do this mixing tutorial for you guys. So turn this on. You guys can see that. Let me open up the, I don't know why I just hit the intro again. Whoops. Okay. Didn't mean to hit the intro again. Got to turn the music off. I'm going to be trying to keep an eye on the chat as much as I can, but just bear with me because I actually want to, get this mixing done. So again, if you're just tuning in, appreciate you guys. Let me know where you guys are watching this from. By the way, I use this clock is the Pomodoro method. I use this for pretty much everything I do because it just allows me to stay focused, and it like resets every 25 minutes. The idea is if you work for 25 minutes, take a 5-minute break, work for 25 minutes, take a 5-minute break. After 4 cycles of that, which is 2 hours of work, you get a 30-minute break, and it's just supposed to keep you focused. That 5-minute break, you get up, you stretch, you kind of regain your focus. And so I would get this app. I would try this. Sometimes you just lock in for so long, your ears get tired, you get tired, your body tightens up sitting down. And yeah, anyway, so that's why I got that clock. So if you're just tuning in, appreciate you guys. If you're watching the replay, I still want to hear from you guys. Where are you watching from? What is your DAW of choice? DAW is a digital audio workstation. What did you start on? I started on the MPC. Okay, so this is Caleb Tucker. He is an artist, and I actually did this beat, and I did the beat, and I did a verse on it. So I'll play you guys my verse real quick, and then I'll play you guys his verse. My verse obviously is going to sound much cleaner because there's already some mixing to it. His verse is super raw, not recorded on the dopest microphone. So I want to give you guys an idea of how to like get that polished sound, even if you're working on a crappy mic. Let's start from the top.
Feeling like the time is now. Yeah. There's a lot I renounce. Yeah. Limiting thoughts and the enemies off, trying to enter my new house. Yeah. Very clear I've been out. Yeah. Different things had me down. Yeah. Now I'm filling up, never coming in a rush, and it's feeling so profound. Open my mouth and I said words. Prophetic in nature, but scared first. And all this is making my head hurt. Yeah, all of this thievery keep on deceiving me. It don't matter who is dead first. It don't matter who is dead wrong. It don't matter what the chitter chatter if you peep the data of the said song. Newest one like I ain't never seen. But the message, baby, is so evergreen. It's a better version of a better me, and the melody is so heavenly, yeah. I took some L's, but I came back. I lost some weight, couldn't stay fat. I woke up early, got my days back. Learned success is the best payback, yeah.
Do it regardless, do it regardless. Song's called Regardless, so I gotta figure out some type of chorus for that. But I did this beat, which I'm very proud of. So Trey Perry, Caleb bought the beat for me, and I'm mixing the song, and they did vocals to it. So this is Caleb's verse. Again, keep in mind, he's a young rapper. He's like 17. So we're gonna try to make this sound clean. We're gonna try to make this sound good.
You cannot stop us going up. You cannot stop us going up. All these plans been set in motion. Only way to go is up. Yeah, we never lose with the king. Yeah, we all go with the dream. Yeah, I'm doing this at 17. Talk about flying with my wings.
So, as you guys could see off top, there's some harshness in his vocals, some stuff we definitely got to clean up. My process for mixing vocals is very simple, guys. I start with EQ. I do some, I start with compression, do some EQ, do some more compression, and then I do de-essers, and I add EQ. I boost frequencies with a nicer, cleaner compression. So hopefully we could get this to sound right. I think we will. Let's check it out. So we're going to go in.
You cannot stop us going, you cannot stop us going, all these plans been set in motion, only way to go is up, yeah, we never lose with the king, yeah, we all go with the dream, yeah, I'm doing this at 17.
All right, so Reason has this new compressor. I'm going to try it out. It's not a new compressor, but it's one of my favorite ones. It's called a single leveler, and it's supposed to be upward compression. So in a perfect world, if you're really trying to get everything to sound clean, you want to go in kind of like, hey, I'll show you guys. Go in and phrase for phrase get everything to be clean. Basically, like all the dynamics you upward compress, right? That's what it's called. It's called upward compression. However, anybody got time for that? That would be mad tedious. It takes a lot of time. I don't even do that on my own vocals. So this thing is an upward compressor. It is called a Leveler by Seleg. I use their de-esser. I use this thing. I love all their plugins. I'm a big fan of theirs. Again, this is only available in Reason as far as I know.
Talk about flying with my wings.
And this is more of a mathematic equation. I try it first before I do any other compression just to kind of see if I get that sound.
We going up with the positive energy. Going full speed and I know what's ahead of me. Playing the game, you can stop me like referee. If you don't see it, then...
So what you're trying to do is you're trying to watch this peak hold, and this is the average. And you're trying to find the average to set your target your target rate at.
You better
So,
see, I got the words, man, I'm living free. I get the centipede.
okay, so I'm gonna start at -5 decibels because that's about where it's at. -5, and then what you do is you go back in. Let me see. I'm gonna close this mixer for now because I don't really need it. You go in and you find the softest part of the verse. You find the softest part of the verse. So this is his lead. We're gonna find the softest part, like this quietest word, and we're just gonna play it real quick to capture that word, so that it gets the average and the softest, and then it's going to upward compress. It's going to level out all those imbalances. So let's see, softest part. Let's just do like, okay, he starts out louder and then he gets quieter. And I'm not sure if Caleb Punch, we went back and we worked on his verse a lot for him. Like, there's a lot of rewriting I had him do. So let's just say right here. So let's see, what is that now? So we're gonna reset this bad boy. And I know this is kind of like a weird process. You guys are like, what is he talking about? I've never heard vocals mixed like this. Okay, so softest part, -11. So you take 5. So -11 plus 5 would be 6, and you boost this by 6 decibels. And then you just kind of use your ears and see if you like how that sounds.
Game for fame or paycheck. How do people make change if they don't make sense? Running the track and I'm giving it back because I don't see the value.
The dope part about this compressor is that it has the dry to wet, so we can make it more wet.
You wouldn't holding it back. Going all for it, my homies are with me. I trust them because I know that they got my back. I don't look back because I know that if I do, I give myself back to the old me. And playing the game, you can stop me like referee. If you don't see it, then you better see. I got the words, man, I'm living free. I got the centerpiece, I got the keys. I get the bag and I count it by 3. They're in a option, but to be me. Hey, we winning and you know that it's regardless.
Okay, so that did the trick. I like what that did in terms of the compression. Whose vocals are those? Those are vocals by an artist named Caleb Tucker. He's out of Orange County. I think he's 16, 17. He's a young kid. Him and Trey Perry, who has the last verse, paid me for the beat and the feature. And I usually, when people hit me up for features, I try to throw in a mix or like fatten up the drums, just because anything I'm on, I try to make fly. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make it as dope as possible. So, all right. So anyway, we got that going.
Why don't you go and do more but say less?
Okay. So now I'm on to deductive EQ and maybe a little bit deductive de-esser and stuff like that. So we're gonna.
I ain't in this game for fame or pay.
So deductive EQ. You gotta know what deductive EQ is. You're basically just using your ears to go through and find all the stuff you don't like.
You cannot stop us going. You cannot stop us.
This is finding the harsh frequencies and taking them out. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna boost this thing right here. You guys see that? I'm gonna boost that, and I'm gonna slide and try to find stuff I don't like in the verse.
Let's go in, all these plans been set in motion. Only way to go is up, yeah. We never lose with the king, yeah. We all go with a dream, yeah. I'm doing this at 17. Talk about flying with my wings. We going up with the positive energy. Go.
Okay, so I don't like that. There's some weird low-end stuff happening. I'm going to do some more low-end deduction and see what else I can find.
Full speed and I know what's ahead of me. Playing the game, you can stop me like referee. If you don't see it, then you better see. I got the words, man, I'm living free. I got the centerpiece, I got the keys. I get the bag.
You guys hear that? So I take that out. And then I'm going to do another one, and I'm going to try to find some more of the mids. He has a lot of like mid harshness.
And I counted by 3. They're in a washing, but to be me. Hey, we winning and you know that it's regardless.
Most cheap microphones have an issue about the 2.5K range. Right in here, there's always something happening. That is one of the most harshest frequencies on the human ear, and most microphones accentuate that. Cheap microphones.
Why don't you go and do
So I'm going to cut that out.
more but say less? I ain't in this game for fame or paycheck. How do people make change if they don't make?
3.42, boom, some ugliness there. And we're gonna probably do another one of these. So this is deduction. Remember, we're deducting first, right?
Sense running the track and I'm giving it back because I don't see the value in holding it back. Going all for it, my homies are with me. I trust them because I know that they got my back. I don't look back because I know that if I do, I give myself back to the old me. And like, I know I've gotten so far from where I can, there's no stopping me because I pick up the slack. You cannot stop us going, you cannot.
Okay, so
Stop us going,
so before
all these plans been set in motion. Only way to go is up, yeah. We never lose with the king.
is after.
Yeah, we all go with a dream, yeah. I'm doing this at 17. Talk about flying with my wings. We going up with the.
What you'll notice is the vocal sounds a bit fuller and a little bit less harsh. So it's bigger and it's less
Positive
harsh.
energy, going full speed and I know what's ahead of me.
Before
Playing the game, you can stop me like referee. If you don't see it, then you better see. I got the words, man, I'm living free. I got the centerpiece, I got the keys. I get the bag and I count it by 3. They're in a washing, but to be me, hey, we winning and you know.
So that's step 2 is I deduct.
That is regardless. Why don't you go and do more but say less?
So now I try to find a good de-esser. I have a couple different versions I use. I honestly just use usually a lot of times just the generic de-esser in Reason, which is right here. So I'll probably throw this on. I do a lot of de-essing, guys. A lot of de-essing. Most studio microphones are trash. Home studio microphones.
I ain't in this game for fame or a paycheck. How do people make change if they don't make sense?
And then I also do another de-esser at that same 2.5K range, just to contain more of that like weird.
In the track and I'm giving it back cause I don't see the value in holding it back. Going all 4 of my homies are with me. I trust them cause I know that they got my back. I don't look back cause I know that if I do, I give myself back to the old me and lack. I know I've gotten so far from where I can, there's no stopping me cause I pick up the slack. You cannot stop us going up. You cannot stop us going up. All these plans been set in motion. Only way to go is up, yeah. We never lose with the king, yeah. We all go with the dream, yeah. I'm doing this as.
Okay, so I like that. So now what I do is I take this vocal and I'm gonna take the dubs. Usually you could treat the dubs as well. I more get the dubs kind of like on time with the lead verse, and then I put them on their own aux and do a little bit of compression to contain them. I use a different kind of compression on dubs. So I just kind of go through, listen, make sure they're lined up because you don't want a bunch of sloppy dubs.
You cannot stop us going up.
Okay, so first let me just make compress those a little bit because they're super in your face. So we're gonna put these on CT dubs, and then we're gonna put these on. This is the lead. I'm gonna put CT verse and send the dubs to the CT verse. There's a reason for that because we're gonna add additional compression to both the dubs and the verse at the same time. So,
you cannot stop us going up.
Okay, so these little filters in the Reason, I love Reason because again I started on analog gear, so I love Reason's channel strip. I got a bunch of channels open here, but basically this is an emulation of a SSL console, and it's all right in front of you. Every track comes preloaded with compression, EQ, and your send effects, and it just makes sense for my brain. You know what I'm saying? Like I like seeing all this right in front of me. I feel like it also takes up less CPU usage. So this is their built-in compressor, right? And this is their built-in EQ. Different EQs, different compressors for different things, right? Sometimes I put this on a vocal compressor, sometimes I don't. It depends on what I'm working with. I'm gonna check in on a live stream, see how we're doing. How y'all doing, man? Whose vocals are those? What's your opinion on some really good mixing headphones? Mixing headphones, I use these right here. DT77 Studios. I really like these. I honestly do a lot of mixing on my baritone speakers. Let me see if I could cut to the baritone. So these right here. Let me see if I can pull this off. I can't really pull it off. But yeah, these baritones. These baritones right here, I have 2 of them. It's a lot of mono mixing too. And I do a lot of that. And they're cheap. They're super cheap. I actually got the idea from, not to name drop, but I was in the studio with Mixed by Ali a couple years ago. I met him at NAMM, and we had some mutual acquaintances. I came through the Interscope studio, and he gave me some game and just watched this whole process and him jumping back and forth between mono and stereo. And his thing was like, yo, you gotta get some of these baritones, and I used them a whole lot. So let's go back to this channel. All right. Got 10 minutes left, guys. Run out of time. Ha! All right.
All these plans been set in motion. Only way to go is up. Yeah, we never lose with the king. Yeah.
So this is the compressor in here, and I got it just on his dubs. I'm gonna spread his dubs out a bit, 25%. One to the right, one to the left. Not hard pans, but just a little bit. If you see right here, they're the dubs. Let me color code all this so you guys could see. I mean, I guess you can see the. You should be able to see the dubs. Anyway.
We all go.
And these little filters, man, I'm telling you, these just sometimes just turning these on, these are high pass filters where they just cut. If you look on what the EQ spectrum, they're just cutting that on. For dubs, they really do work well to kind of take out some of that low end rumble without you having to do a gang of additional EQ. And
With a dream, yeah, I'm doing this at 17. Talk about flying with my wings. We going up with the positive energy. Going full speed and I know it's ahead of me. Playing the game, you can stop me like referee. If you don't see it, then you better see. I got the words, man, I'm living free. I got the centerpiece, I got the keys. I get the bag and I count it by 3. They're in a while.
all right, so now we're gonna go back into the sequencer, and we're just gonna go through, line these dubs up. He was pretty sloppy with these, but that's all right because I'm an engineer that knows what he's doing. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go through, line these up as well as I can. You get super meticulous with this. And sometimes dubs are intended to sound super tight. Sometimes they're kind of intended to be sloppy.
Going up, you cannot stop us going up. All these plans been set in motion. Only way to go is up, yeah.
So that up is a little off.
Is up, yeah. We never lose with the king, yeah. We all go with the dream, yeah.
So that with the dream is pretty sloppy. Boom.
We all go with the dream, yeah. I'm doing this at 17. Talk about flying with my wings.
Talk about flying with my wings, or the with my wings.
Flying with my wings. We going up with the positive energy. Going positive energy. Going full speed and I know it's ahead of me. Playing the game, you can stop me like referee. Like referee, if you don't see it, then you better see. I got the words, man, I'm living free. I got the centerpiece.
That free is like, you hear how those, some of those are like off. You know what I'm saying?
If you don't see it, then you better see. I got the words, man, I'm living free. I got the centerpiece, I got the keys. I get the bag.
So I just do this. This doesn't take me too long. Sometimes you can go and really.
And I counted by 3. They're in the washing, but to be me. Yeah, we winning, and you know that it's regardless. Why don't you go and do more but say less? I ain't in this game for fame or a paycheck.
Hey, check that check sounds weird. Hey.
More a paycheck. How do people make change if they don't make sense? Running
Sense.
they don't make sense. Running the track and I'm giving it back cause I don't see the value in holding it back.
Holding it back, see? Whew. Glad I'm doing this.
When holding it back. Going all 4 of my homies are with me. I trust them cause I know the value in holding it back.
Okay, let's keep it moving.
Going all 4 of my back. I don't look back cause I know that if I do, I give myself back to the old me and like. I know I've gotten so far from where I can, there's no stopping me cause I pick up the slack.
I pick up the slack. Now some rappers, they intentionally put their dubs up. I try to do them, you know, more focused. How much do sound treatment matter for mixing? Like you actually need panels. Bass traps are important. I have curtains up everywhere. It matters. Just having stuff on the wall matters, but it's not like a make it or break it type of situation. You know what I'm saying? My bro got the most popular studio headphones on Amazon. By the way, he at least 24 hours reviews and he hates them. Yeah, the most popular isn't always the best. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you get the most popular thing. It's not always the best. And so much of it is just taste, yo. So much of it is taste, and it's not, yeah, it's not always, you know, what's most popular or what's most expensive.
You cannot stop us going, You can
All right, so.
not stop us going, All these plans been set in motion. Only way to go is up, yeah. We never lose with the king, yeah. We all go with the dream, yeah. I'm doing this at 17. Talk about flying with my wings.
Okay, so now I have his dubs and his lead, right? Because this is his lead. I'm gonna call it CT lead. CT dubs, CT lead. You guys see that right there? That's gonna go to this aux, which is his entire verse. This is just the way I do it. I'm not saying this is right or wrong, okay? Release is an additional compression happening. A lot of compression happens on rap vocals. This is to glue them more together. Now I have the dubs and the vocal and the lead on the same aux. I'm gluing them together.
We going up with the positive energy, going full speed and I know what's ahead of me. Playing the game, you can stop me like referee. If you don't see it, then you better see. I got the words, man, I'm living free. I got the centerpiece, I got the keys. I get the bag and I count it by 3. They're in the washing, but to be me. Hey, we winning and you know that it's regardless. Why don't you go and do more but say less?
Okay, so now these are gonna go to my all Vox aux. My all Vox aux has an additional de-esser that I'm probably gonna use. I'm gonna turn that on, and I'm just gonna kind of use my ears.
I ain't in this game for fame or a paycheck. How do people make?
This already has some of my effects that I have the rest of the vocals on. So my echo is on here. My reverb is on here.
Make change if they don't make sense. Running the track.
And then I have it going to my other all Vox. So I individually clean up and take out the mud from everything and take out the dirt. And then I put all the vocals on one final thing where I add color and I try to make them sound cleaner. And so this is called a EV12. This is another thing that as far as I know, is just a reason. And I'm going to start adding stuff. I took out a lot of stuff. Now I'm going to start adding stuff because I took out the stuff that was like from the cheap microphone. Now I'm going to start adding stuff. So check it out.
And I'm giving it back because I don't see the value.
This adds a lot of like just nice color. So for the first thing, I'm going to add a little bit of warmth. And this is kind of a similar process. I exaggerate and then I pull it down. So
you wouldn't holding it back. Going up for it. My homies are with me. I trust them because I know that they got my back. I don't look back because I know that.
See, and then I'm going to check how this sounds in the 400 to 500 range. Sometimes you can find some nice, what some would say are like the back of the throat sounds.
If I do, I give myself back to the old me. Like, I know I've gotten so far from where I can. There's no stopping me because I pick up the slack. You cannot stop us going, You cannot stop us going, All these plans been set in motion.
So now, remember, I took out some of that 2.4K. Now I want to add some of that top back to the vocal. So we're going to just kind of swipe through and see what we can find.
You cannot stop us going, All these.
So that's too harsh, right?
These plans been set in motion. Only way to go is up, We never lose with the king, We all go with the dream,
So that 3.3 exaggerated at what is that? That's like 5-6 decibels. Sounds bearable. So, but I'm only gonna make it like 2 decibels, just to open it up.
Witness at 17. Talk about flying with my wings. We going up with the positive energy.
And then the 10 is for the air.
You going full speed and I know what's ahead of me. Playing the game, you can stop me like referee. If you don't see it, then you better see. I got the words, man, I'm living free. I got the centerpiece, I got the keys. I get the bag and I count it by 3. They're in the washing, but to be me. Hey, we winning. You cannot stop us going, You cannot stop us going, All these plans been set in motion. Only way to go is up, We never lose with the king, We all go with the dream, I'm doing this at 17. Talk about flying with my wings.
So let me show you guys. Let's show you the before of the vocals. So we're gonna just bypass everything, and we're gonna listen to.
We going up with the positive energy, going full speed and I know what's ahead of me. Playing the game, you can stop me like referee. If you don't see it, then.
So that's the before, and then we're gonna go back and turn everything back on, and this just kind of also becomes just a balancing act too.
You better see, I got the words, man, I'm living free. I got the centerpiece, I got the keys, I get the bag.
So right now, I feel like his voice is still very thin, so I'm gonna try to add some more bottom to it. So what I'll probably do is I'll go back to that track with both of them. This is a very big session because it has like all the stuff, the beat as well as all the other verses, and it's still missing a hook that I'm gonna add to it. All right, and I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna try to add some more bottom to it. So just turn everything off.
You better see, I got the words, man, I'm living free. I got the centerpiece, I got the keys. I get the bag and I count it by 3. They're in the washing, but to be me. Hey, we winning and you know that it's regardless. Why don't you go and do more but say less? I ain't in this game for fame or a paycheck. How do people make change if they don't make sense? Running the track and I'm giving it back cause I don't see the value in holding it back. Going all for it, my homies are with me. I trust them cause I know that they got my back. I don't look back cause I know that if I do, I give myself back to the old me. And I know I've gotten so far from where I can. There's no stopping me cause I pick up the slack. You cannot stop us going, You cannot stop us going, All these plans been set in motion. Only way to go is up, We never lose with the king, We all go with the dream, I'm doing this at 17. Talk about flying with my wings. We going up with the positive energy. Going full speed and I know what's ahead of me. Playing the game, you can stop me like referee. If you don't see it, then you...
That's our 25 minutes, man. I'll probably add a hair more of de-essing.
You better see, I got the Martins, man, I'm living free. I got the centerpiece, I got the keys. I get the bag and I count it by 3. They're in the washing, but to be me. Hey, we winning and you know that it's regardless. Why don't you go and do more or say less? I ain't in this game for fame or a paycheck.
So to me, it's starting to get closer, starting to get more of that, like, I don't know, that glossy sound, I guess. You know what I'm saying? That I like for my vocals. So anyway, guys, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Let's see. I'll see if any. What up, dudes? Kansas City, major difference. Could you play what it sounded like before your edits real quick? I just did that. I don't know if you caught that. So I just did. I did play it. You could go back and watch it in a second. I got to wrap this up because I'm about to go do my Zoom call with all my Patreons. Yo, if you're a Patreon, I posted the link. We're going to do the Zoom call right now. I want to extend the invitation to all you guys. $5 a month. You can sign up. Patreon.com/KingsDream. It's going to be lit. So thank you guys so much, man. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Let me know what other kind of tutorials you want. If you're on Reason, let me know any hacks. I want to learn from you guys. You know what I'm saying? I want to pick up and get better at this stuff. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Salute to the Patreon. I'm going to go hop on this Zoom big FaceTime group chat with everybody. Appreciate all you guys, man. Thank you so much. And we got more stuff coming your way.